welcome to the Herget Gymnasium for Braintree's last game of the regular season here for varsity volleyball as your Braintree Womps take on the Quincy Presidents. Mike Wassel here for BCAM TV, and Braintree coming into today's action 8-11, trying to finish their season with their 9th victory of the season. They'll come up just one win shy, if they do win this one, of a postseason berth. Really going back to that game against Wellesley where they had that one in the bags. Really, they were up 2-0 and ended up dropping that one to one of the better teams in Massachusetts. And then they ended up losing 2 consecutive after that to kind of the opponents we expected in Needham and Newton North, losing 3-0 and 3-1 as Braintree will start the first set here serving. Both teams wearing blue uniforms, Braintree on the right side of the court. As that one is blocked, and it'll land on the Womp side of the court, and Quincy will strike first. Pass to the outside, and that will get Braintree on the board. Teams tied at 1 through 2 points. So far, pretty good energy in the building. As that one will be pushed over just inside of the sticks. And there is the kill on a great hit. As McNeil gets the job done, and Braintree takes their first lead of the opening set 2-1. Tied at 2. The two teams actually played each other back Braintree's second game of the season, where Braintree won 3-0 in that one, and trying to put similar results on the board in this final game of the season. Push to the front of the net. O'Donnell able to knock it over. As now Zahopoulos with the pass, and McNeil with the left-handed flip. As Quincy able to return it. Middle of the court now. As McNeil with the good hit, and Quincy able to return it again. Third time back over the net. And this will be the kill for O'Donnell this time. His first of the match, and Braintree back on top by 1, 3-2. Serve from Zahopoulos. And that one's out of bounds. That'll be a Braintree point. No reflection. Largest lead of the first set is 2 points early in set 1. As again, Zahopoulos serving and going to the back line. Good opportunity now to go up by 3, and that's just what McNeil is able to do. So McNeil has been a force early. Again, Zahopoulos with the serve, going to that back line. And it's worked out so far on 3 different occasions. And that'll get Quincy a point closer, as that one just inside of the boundary. Quick hit that time by the Presidents, able to get another point back and close within 1. That was a Javon able to get the point, and now the sliding play from Kokoris. The tandem block, and now it's knocked over by Morin. Braintree having some fun out here in the final game of their season. See a lot of smiles out there on the court. And Braintree trying to put a staple on their senior season. As that one blocked. Back-to-back times now that was the tandem of McNeil as well as Morin. I believe McNeil was the ultimate one that got the actual block on it. That's Braintree now with the first serving error of the match. To the near side of the court, and a nice sliding play by Pham. But Quincy not able to knock it over the net, and Braintree's got another point. Deflected off of the Womps, and back and forth we go, trading off points. Braintree still on top by 2 at 8-6. But right now, Quincy staying in it, pretty tough. Front of the net, a great dig on the far side of the court as Situ able to knock that one back. And now, Wishart gets the job done. Burke with the jump serve going right in front of the Quincy bench, right near the boundary. As that one deflects high up in the air, Zahopoulos able to knock it over. Nice play. As that was deflected off of Braintree, and Quincy with their 7th of the match. Braintree ahead 9-7. Middle of the course this time, and it's Kokoris. Blocked, and they're going to call a violation on Braintree. Pulling Quincy as close as they've been in a while. At 1 point, 9-8, and they will serve. Serve from Lay, and now it is Zahopoulos. Good dig from O'Donnell. The back tap from Wishart. Able to change the arm angle. And now looking for a deflection, and they'll get it. Now a timeout will be taken here on the court as Braintree will take the first of the match, 1 of 2 that each coach is allotted here in the first set. And we're tied at 9. We'll take a break here on BCAM TV. Resuming after the timeout, Braintree and Quincy tied at 9. As Zahopoulos with the miss hit, and Quincy has taken the first lead since 1-0. Middle of the court, it is Kokoris. A great dig, but it'll be out of bounds. It'll be the jump serve from Wishart as the libero able to make the play on it. And Pham is rejected, but it'll land on Braintree's side of the court. sliding play from Burke as he knocks that one into the net, and Quincy is now on top by 2. O'Donnell and another good dig. Quincy's done a nice job here in the first set, but that one around the outside of the sticks, and that is out of bounds. You see these sticks hanging above the net. You have to hit it inside of the sticks in order for it to be called in play, and that one went around it right in front of the scorer's table. 12-11, Braintree trailing by a point, and a chance here for the ace, but Quincy able to knock it over on the third hit. As the set now, and the pass to McNeil, and McNeil again able to get the kill. So he has had plenty of those here in the first set. He's up to 4. Pass to the near side of the court for McNeil, and this time he is met well, as that one is in play. A nice hit, but it is called around the stick, so it's out of bounds. Otherwise, that would have been a great hit. Tied now. Actually, Braintree's taking the lead at 13-12. So the Womps have been able to come out of that timeout and take the lead, as we're now tied at 13. John blocked, but it lands out of bounds, and Quincy back on top, 14-13, as we continue here very close, closing the middle part of the first set now, as we try and find a distinct lead runner in this first set. Two teams very evenly matched to this point. This is certainly one that Braintree should win, but again, with everything riding on it, Braintree will get the point, as that one called out of bounds. Quincy thought they had the point. They were celebrating, and the celebration was short-lived. Once they heard the bad news, as we are tied at 14. Blocked, and a nice play, as Quincy wasn't expecting that. Miscommunication on the Quincy side of the court. Those were one of the mistakes that really hurt, because they had 3 players right there. But I like the effort that Quincy has brought here today. You can see the energy. Very vocal and staying right with this Braintree team. Pass to the middle of the court as Morin goes to the far side, and that one's out of play. Tied at 16. McNeil with a great hit as that one knocks off the ceiling, and Braintree gets a kind carom. Anytime it hits the ceiling, it generally throws a lot of teams off. Obviously, Braintree used to it here at home, but anytime it hits above, it really makes it tough for the opponents. They're not expecting it. And that one hit a mile high and wide as that one goes out. And Braintree back on top by 2. And now a timeout taken by Quincy, as they've now seen their quick lead drop, and now Braintree has gone on top by 2. As Braintree again stands here on the season with 8 wins and 11 losses, trying to pick up their 9th here today. Trying to end the season 9-11. And it's going to take that kind of an effort, just like it did on the second game of the season at Quincy, a 3-0 defeat, where Braintree was able to get things rolling early and often, and so far this has been a much closer start. But Braintree has really hit a tough spot in the season where they had a chance. They've ended the season with 3 straight losses to 3 of the better teams in Massachusetts, if not the best, in Wellesley, Needham, and Newton North in succession. So that really put a tough task on the hand for Braintree, but they kind of let a couple slip away early in the season. They've had a handful of very nice victories this season, including a victory here at home over Taunton, 3-2. They've also beaten Weymouth twice and Norwood twice. Braintree's been very consistent this season. They've won the ones that they should and had a couple of upsets, but they haven't been able to win enough to get them into the postseason. But otherwise, this has been a very successful season for the senior group that has learned a lot the last couple years and really has improved a lot. As there's the kill. Braintree up by 2, 19-17. The serve upcoming from McNeil. Good serve to the back line, but just out of bounds. That was close, but not close enough. Both teams now have 1 serving mistake apiece. Pass to the near side, and Kokoris hammers that one down. No chance at all. C2 was trying to make a play, and he had no chance. Pham with a good hit, but that one just out of bounds. Had plenty on it, but just mishit it. That was labeled for the far corner. Burke, and now McNeil on the ricochet. Braintree with an athletic play to get that one over. As Wishart dives, Braintree looking to get a big point. Middle of the court, and another sliding play. Here they come again, as Braintree with excellent play. Able to volley it back as Pham is blocked. And here comes Braintree for the 3rd try, and just out of bounds, as Hopolis was trying to hit that far corner. Ball carried a little bit too far. Middle of the court, Kokoris has his attempted spike deflect high up in the air as Pham knocks it over with the left hand. Wishart in the middle of the court for Kokoris again, and that one is going to be a Braintree point. And a timeout now, the final by Quincy here of the first set, down 22-19. We'll take a quick break as Braintree tries to pick up a victory here in set 1, here on their final game of the regular season. (22-19), Braintree with the advantage, coming out of the timeout, and right off the timeout, It's an ace. The first of the match on either side. And now Braintree just 2 points away from victory here in set one. Going to the back line, and that one carrying out of bounds. So an ace and a serving error on that sequence. Braintree has 2 as a team now. But again, they're closing in on a victory here in set one. Double hit called, and now a quick timeout on the Braintree side as head coach Tanner didn't like what she saw after Braintree had a couple opportunities really to cement this one, put themselves at a chance for the victory here in set one, but now Quincy's as close as 2 at 23-21, and now just trying to solidify here down the stretch. Both teams are now out of timeouts here in set one, and Braintree trying to pick up now 2 more points to cement the victory in set one, take the best of 5, and they'll take the first game. It was a very quick timeout taken by Braintree, and only needed about 30 seconds or so in that timeout to really talk it over and get the message across. And now we'll see if the message is received. Coming right out of the timeout, it'll be Quincy serving, and it'll be Pham doing the honors. Pass to the front of the net as O'Donnell able to push it over. Nearly a miscommunication again as Braintree has a chance at the net. Kokoris, and blocked. And Kokoris again, and the return is out of bounds. (24-21). As Braintree tries to win set one with the point here. Kokoris with a great serve. And it's got to be knocked over by Quincy, which it is. Wishart, the front of the net for McNeil. And McNeil has won the first set for Braintree, 25-21. So a very nice victory in set one for Braintree as they try and carry the momentum that they won over into set two as the team switch sides. We'll be back for the second set right after this.
Oh, those boys are much too much. Those boys are much too much. We got the spirit. We're hot. We can't be stopped. We got the spirit. We're hot. We can't be stopped. We're going to beat them and bust them. Beat them.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life.
Let's get a little bit rowdy. R-O-W-D-Y.
Take time to be a dad
One more
today.
time. Oh, those boys are much too much. Those boys.
Welcome back to the Herkish Gymnasium, start of set number 2, with Braintree leading set 1, 25-21. The victors there in set 1 as we now head into set 2. Mike Wassel here for BCAM TV as Braintree tries to go up 2-0. Here's the teams have now switched side. Braintree on the left side of the court, and they'll get the first point. Really nice serve from Kokoris as Pham goes to the middle of the court, and really a lack of communication there on the Braintree side. That was a point they shouldn't have allowed, at least in that particular moment. Tough play over by the Braintree bench, and Quincy has now scored a point. Yeah, they have on the scoreboard 2-1 Braintree, but I believe it's the other way around. So we'll see if they change the score at some point here in this one. This is now listed at 2-2. And Braintree gets the point, and now the score has been changed. It's 3-2 Quincy. As that one is out of bounds, and Braintree has knotted it at 3. Clean hit and the kill for the Presidents as they go back on top by 1. Little delay as the referee on the far side of the court is over at the scorer's table. I believe just making sure the score is correct, which it is. Pass to the far side, and McNeil again able to get the kill. He has been very good here today. So far, he's been probably Braintree's best player here in this match. That one pops up, and Burke able to get to it. Hopolis able to swing it to the backside of the court. And that one deflected, and it's a point for Quincy. Tough play for Braintree, and they weren't able to do it. That was a tough ball, really, off the initial pass. They put Braintree in a hole that they weren't able to dig themselves out of. 6-4 the advantage for Quincy here in set 2, and it's now a 7-4 advantage. And we'll see how quick Braintree will take a timeout, and they'll take it right now. 7-4 Quincy here early in set 2, but they are trailing 1-0, so this is pretty much a must-win for them in order to keep this one going. Although Braintree has this season struggled to close it out a few times. And we'll take the break here at 7-4, Quincy. Play resuming after the timeout. And Braintree trying to get back on the board. As that one is hit out of bounds. Is Braintree trying to get as close as 1. A nice block at the net, and Quincy trying at the front of the net, and instead it's Kokoris. Kokoris able to get the kill. So Braintree with the serving error. Braintree now has 3 so far here in the match to go along with 1 ace. And Kokoris able to elevate and hammer it down. Something he's been able to do all season long. Between him and McNeil, they both probably the 2 strongest hitters. There's again Kokoris, and same result. So it took a little while for Braintree to get the offense rolling into the hands now of Kokoris, but he's now had 2 consecutive kills, and he'll try and continue that one. That trend will be very much into Braintree's liking if it is able to continue. And the Womps getting the point, as Quincy wasn't able to hit it over in 3 tries. Now 3 consecutive points coming out of the timeout. As Pham goes short, and he is swatted back. Middle of the court, and again, the rejection. Braintree looking for the 3rd consecutive block at the net this time. Quincy's able to get it. Braintree was on a nice sustained run, and they've now taken a 2-point edge. Far side, another rejection at the net. The tandem of Zahopoulos and Kokoris really doing a nice job, and now he's going to take something here from Kokoris, who is able to knock it over on the 3rd try. Pham, he's rejected. 2nd consecutive time that he's been stuffed at the net. Good hit. As Braintree keeps it alive, oh, what a play with the left hands. A left-handed punch, able to get it over, and now another hammer shot, and it's still alive as Braintree continues. That one was off the ceiling as we continue going. And another dig as Braintree continues it. This would be an excellent point to have with the number of saves that Braintree has made. Far side of the court as Quincy's able to get over on the 3rd try. Middle of the court now as the dig from McNeil. Burke able to push it across. Pham blocked, but onto the Braintree side of the court, and we're now knotted at 11. Zahopoulos with the windup and just out of bounds. Got plenty on it, but just a little wide. Quincy picks up their 2nd serving error. As Wishart will serve it. Middle of the court, and Kokoris yet again. Jump serve, and Wishart with the ace. He is rejected. Back again on the Braintree side. It's O'Donnell going to the back side of the court, as Quincy will have it to knock it over on the third try, which they are able to do, getting the kind carom off the top of the net. Now for Quincy. Back tied at 14. Wamps leading 1-0, but tied at 14 here at the middle stages of set 2. Couple tries for Quincy at the net, trying to get it over, but they weren't able to do so. Violation against Quincy. Braintree back up by 2. Kokoris with the great serve. Bam! He's rejected. O'Donnell and also McNeil there. And a timeout taken here by Quincy, their final, I believe, here of set 2, as Braintree's lead is now the largest it's been since set 1. They're up 3, 17-14. We'll take a break here on BCAM TV. We'll be right back. Play resuming after the timeout. And Braintree trying to get back on the board. As that one is hit out of bounds. (7-5) is Braintree trying to get as close as 1. A nice block at the net. And Quincy trying at the front of the net, and instead it's Kokoris. Kokoris able to get the kill. So Braintree with the serving error. Braintree now has 3 so far here in the match to go along with 1 ace. And Kokoris able to elevate and hammer it down. Something he's been able to do all season long. Between him and McNeil, they both probably the 2 strongest hitters. There's again Kokoris, and same result. So it took a little while for Braintree to get the offense rolling into the hands now of Kokoris, but he's now had 2 consecutive kills, and he'll try and continue that one. That trend will be very much into Braintree's liking if it is able to continue. And the Womps getting the point, as Quincy wasn't able to hit it over in 3 tries. Now 3 consecutive points coming out of the timeout. As Pham goes short, and he is swatted back. Middle of the court, and again, the rejection. Braintree looking for the 3rd consecutive block at the net this time. Quincy's able to get it. Braintree was on a nice sustained run, and they've now taken a 2-point edge. Far side, another rejection at the net. The tandem of Zahopoulos and Kokoris really doing a nice job, and now it's going to take something here from Kokoris, who is able to knock it over on the 3rd try. Pham, he's rejected. 2nd consecutive time that he's been stuffed at the net. Good hit. As Braintree keeps it alive, oh, what a play with the left hand. A left-handed punch, able to get it over, and now another hammer shot, and it's still alive as Braintree continues. That one was off the ceiling as we continue going. And another dig as Braintree continues it. This would be an excellent point to have with the number of saves that Braintree has made. Far side of the court as Quincy's able to get over on the 3rd try. Middle of the court now as the dig from McNeil. Burke able to push it across. Pham blocked, but onto the Braintree side of the court, and we're now knotted at 11. Zahopoulos with the windup and just out of bounds. Got plenty on it, but just a little wide. Quincy picks up their 2nd serving error. As Wishart will serve it. Middle of the court, and Kokoris yet again. Jump serve, and Wishart with the ace. Zahopoulos, he is rejected. Back again on the Braintree side. It's O'Donnell going to the back side of the court, as Quincy will have it to knock it over on the third try, which they are able to do, getting the kind carom off the top of the net. Now for Quincy. Back tied at 14. Wamps leading 1-0, but tied at 14 here at the middle stages of set 2. Couple tries for Quincy at the net, trying to get it over, but they weren't able to do so. Violation against Quincy. Braintree back up by 2. The chorus with the great serve. Bam! He's rejected. O'Donnell and also McNeil there. And a timeout taken here by Quincy, their final, I believe, here of set 2, as Braintree's lead is now the largest it's been since set 1. They're up 3, 17-14. We'll take a break here on BCAM TV. We'll be right back. Play resuming from the timeout. Braintree's up 17-14 and serving. It'll be Kokoris again with that jump serve, and that one is in bounds. Quincy was trying to let that go, and that was a mistake. That's an ace as Braintree gets it. Third ace of the match. Braintree closing in now on a potential victory here in set 2. Looking to go up by a commanding lead. Right back to that same spot for Kokoris. As Andrews able to get the kill. Quincy gets a point back, a much needed one at that. Here is McNeil, and McNeil has that deflect off of a Quincy player and out of bounds for a Braintree point, 19-15. Zahopoulos short, and a serving mistake. Braintree's 4th here of the match. As checking in for Braintree will now be Ziv Yu coming in. Middle of the court, it's Morin, and Morin with the kill. Seems to be a much different Quincy team here in set 2, a little less vocal. Seemingly a little bit more defeated by that loss in set 1. Morin, and that one won't go over the net, but now it will. And the violation on Quincy, or rather against Braintree. 4 hits. (19-18) is the lead. It's just 1 for Braintree. And the Presidents have responded well from their timeout, as the teams generally do. But yet again, another great hit. McNeil with a nice serve, a sliding play from Pham to keep it going. And that one off of a Braintree player and down onto the court. That one had a piece of Morin at the net. One-point advantage for the home team. And it's now 2. So you back out, and Zahopoulos back in, and Quincy now has utilized their final timeout here of set number 2 with Braintree up by 2, 21-19. And the Womps looking to go up by a commanding lead of 2-0, and they'll have an opportunity to do that right after this. Play resuming, coming out of the timeout. Braintree up 2. Pass to Zahopoulos. Zahopoulos is rejected, and it's out of bounds. And a smart play as not only the Braintree bench, but also Zahopoulos and McNeil, knowing that it was going out of bounds. Good communication there. As Braintree's now just 3 points away from a victory here in set 2. Now 2. So it's great energy level from Quincy to begin the match. But it seems to have definitely taken a notch down, as that one was nearly misplayed. And this has to be hit over on the third try, which it is. As O'Donnell, or rather Wishart, with a nice play. McNeil just able to get a piece. O'Donnell now able to knock it over. Chance now in the middle of the court, as Zahopoulos a little bit too strong. Nice little dig from O'Donnell, and that was very easy for Kokoris, and now a chance for a set point for Braintree. Womps looking to go up 2-0. It'll be an opportunity for Wishart here on the serve, and Quincy's going to have a tough time trying to get this one over, and they're not able to do it. It goes out of bounds, and Braintree wins it 25-20 in set 2. So pretty much a similar result to set 1, which they won 25-21, and now 25-20 here in set 2. So the Womps looking to sweep here at home in their final home game of the regular season, the final game on their schedule in general, as Braintree trying to pick up their 9th victory of the campaign, and they'll have a break here on the courts. We'll have it set 3 right after this. Back here at the Yerga Gymnasium, start of set 3, Braintree up 2-0. Mike Wassel here for BCAM TV as Braintree tries to sweep this one, as that one goes out of bounds off of the Womps, and Quincy gets on the board first. Set up, and now the near side of the court, and Braintree on the board. So that's a nice hit from O'Donnell. And that one hammered in to the net as McNeil, with a rare mistake here in the match. Braintree down 2-1 here in the early stages of set 3. The Womps are up 2-0 overall. One deflects off of the Womps, and Quincy's up by 2. The high serve. And now it's McNeil who's blocked, and Braintree's on the board with their second point here of the third set to get within 1, 3-2. Back line of the court. That one may have been heading out of bounds, but Braintree wasn't taking any chances. And Pham is now in bounds. Coming into the front line, it's Morin, and Morin with the kill. Nice play around the sticks, as a nice play made by McNeil. And Braintree now another opportunity as Morin able to get another kill. That's back-to-back points for him. And Braintree is now tied at 4. That one caroms off of the lights above, but it is returned. And now at the net, it's Morin again, and this time just out of bounds. He was looking to go 3 consecutive. Great serve by Fu, as Braintree's able to return it. And that one's stuffed at the net. And it's mishit. Braintree has tied it again at 5 as McNeil serves. The dig from Pham, and now the hit from Pham as Braintree able to dig it on their own. It's Morin. Tap down and now it'll be 4 hits on the Quincy side. Six to 5, the advantage, and again Braintree serving. Pham is blocked, but it lands on Braintree's side, and we're tied at 6. Quincy to the near side of the far side of the court, and that one goes now to the near side and out of bounds. Blocked and out of bounds as we're tied at 7. Chorus as that one pops up high, and a chance now for Pham, who hammers that one off the back wall. It'll be an opportunity for Wishart on the serve. Mistimes it, knocking that one into the net, and Braintree up by 2, 9 to 7, and they'll continue to serve. And the Womps now with a serving error. That is number 5 here of the match. That one's out of bounds, and another Braintree point. Braintree has continued to play in front for most of this match. They've won the first 2 sets here at Braintree High School, and now a chance to win all 3. Up 10 to 8 on a great serve from Kokoris. Going short with his Pham, and he was lucky that one made it over. And that was a great setup. serve by Corbett, and he served it out of bounds, so that wasn't the way he wanted to come back in as he came off the bench and immediately made a mistake. So it'll be now an opportunity for Z-View as he will serve, and that was an excellent one. That'll be an ace. And a timeout by Quincy as they trail by 3 points. And you had an ace a moment ago, and he'll serve as we come out of the timeout. But first a break here on BCAM TV. Resuming after the timeout, and another great serve by you, and Braintree has gotten another. That was a double hit. You has brought in a nice spark onto the Braintree side as he lasers another great serve. And now a block. So Braintree really showing off on the last couple points with a couple nice plays, a couple nice serves, and now a nice block at the net. And the Womps playing some very good volleyball here in their final game of the season. And there's Morin. He's had a strong game. Another great serve, and Braintree will not get this one. It'll be a Quincy point. O'Donnell, and that one off the net. And no return, force hits on the Braintree side. And the lead is just 4 now at 15-11. And Andrews serves that one out of bounds. As Quincy's starting to pile up a little bit on the serving errors. That's 4 now, after they had just 1 through the first 2 sets. And again, the President's able to respond, and they're really getting some pretty good play from number 5, Adjavon, as he'll take a seat on the bench. McNeil is rejected at the net, but Braintree having another chance, and it's McNeil. And this will be a good point for Braintree. (17-12) as Braintree leads late in set number 3. Good hit, but a great dig from you as Braintree keeps it alive. The pass from you over to Kokoris, and Kokoris hammers it home. Excellent volleyball on display, especially here in this third set, where Braintree has been their strongest. They won set 1, 25-21, set 2, 25-20, and they're on the verge of winning set 3. And another ace. Kokoris into the middle of the court. And the dig now from Lee. And to the far side of the court, a kill as Rack gets the job done. Hammered down, Kokoris with another kill. Braintree now at 20 points. 20-13 is the advantage. And now the Womps just 5 points away from a victory in straight sets. That one deflects out of bounds off of the Womps. Martin with his chance as that one is returned. The pass again to Kokoris, and Kokoris with yet another kill. He continues to excel as this one has gone on. (21-14) is the advantage for the home team. As half the bench collapses en route to what Braintree thought would have been an attempted play in front of their own bench. And the Womps closing in now on victory. Just 3 points away. Of course, the serve is out of bounds. And Braintree has now picked up their 6th serving mistake as the lead is down to 6. Just tapped over as Braintree will have a chance. And it's tapped over by the Womps. And Quincy has to have it over on this try, which they do. And it's swatted into the net. Quincy within 5. Braintree certainly doesn't want to see this one go to a 4th set. They want to close it out right now. And that'll be an ace as Corbett gets the job done for the Presidents. And Braintree forced to take a timeout as things have suddenly taken a turn. As Quincy within 4, but Braintree still well in control, trying to finish it off here in straight sets. We'll take a quick break here on BCAM TV. Back here after the timeout, Corbett able to get the serve over. Blocked by Braintree at the net. And the Womps will get the point on 4 hits by Quincy. That was a late signal from the head referee. that serve is out of bounds, as Braintree now has 7 serving errors. They haven't closed this one out smoothly yet. It'd be nice to close it out here with consecutive points to make it 25-19 victory. But we'll see what happens. And the Womps won't get that one, as it's all of a sudden down to 3. Point now for Quincy would really make this interesting. Good dig from Pham. Ajavon, he's blocked by 3 Braintree players. A chance now for O'Donnell, as that one caroms up high. Good hit to the front of the net on that pass. As Morin now puts Braintree just a point away from straight sets here at home in their final game of the season. Looking to close it out here is O'Donnell. Braintree up 24-20. This is set point, and that's too far, as Braintree has made 3 serving mistakes in the last 4 serves. (24-21), again set point. Ajavon has been very good for the Presidents here in this match. And it's going to take a good serve from him to keep it going, which he did. Wishart tried for the quick hit. And that will do it here at Braintree High School, as the Womps win 3-0 here today. 25-21 in set 1, 25-20 in set 2, and 25-21 in set 3, as Braintree gets the victory here today. 3-0, sweeping Quincy for the 2nd consecutive time this season, once at home and once on the road. So the season comes to a close for Braintree and head coach Stannard, along with the senior group here, as Braintree finishes the season 9-11, just a win shy of the postseason. And really, here today, it was a well-deserved effort for Braintree. They deserved what they got, and they picked up the victory here today. A little disappointing that they weren't able to make it to the postseason, a little bitter, but Braintree overall played a very, very good season this year. Really nothing to be ashamed of. Again, you think on their schedule they have really 6 tough games each year in the back-to-backs with Wellesley, Needham, and Newton North. Those obviously have to play twice, so those 6 teams are pretty much marquee matchups each week you play them, or each time you play them, and really it's been a tough sledding for most of the Bay State Conference against those type of foes, but Braintree has really excelled the last few seasons under the direction of head coach Stannard, and her squad finishes the season 9-11. Congratulations to the senior group here for Braintree, and we look forward to a good, successful season in next year's upcoming squad. So we'll close it out here as Braintree wins 3-0 for John Alfanos. I'm Mike Wassel. We'll see you next season.